Hello all, since we have understood what is a series is all about a one-dimensional data structure. In addition to that, we have also understand that DF is all about a two-dimensional data structure. That's what we have learned so far. So let's understand the data frame in much more easier way. So again, if you want to think it bluntly, data frame is just like a table that you have, or in context of mathematics, if you want to think as, it's all about the matrices that you have in mathematics. In context of mathematics, if you want to think as. So in table, what we have? We have basically rows and columns. And that's what my data frame is. That's what my data frame is. So again, in context of Zomato data, what we have ended up getting is, we have ended up getting all the things. Here we have all the rows, 0, 1, 2, so on and so forth. We have all the feature as F1, F2, until let's say we have 10 feature. Here we have all the values. Here we have all the values. So look at this. The data that you have over here, this is exactly my two-dimensional data structure. Because this is my one dimension. Okay, this is my one dimension, and this is my other dimension. It means it is a two-dimensional data structure, and that's what data frame is. That's what data frame is. Again, if you see the internal implementation of this data frame, it's all about nothing but a sequence of series or a collection of series. Because each and every feature, as we have learned that each and every feature is exactly a series. My F1 is series, my F2 is series, so on and so forth, my F10 is series. And if I will do a collection of series, we will end up getting a data frame. If you want to think in context of Python, if series is a list, then a list within a list is exactly a data frame. That's how actually you can think of in context of Python. Okay, there is one more interesting area in which you can think of as. So we have all the features as from F1 till F10. So we have learned that dictionary is nothing but it's all about a collection of the various key value pairs. That's what we have learned. It's all about a collection of key value pair. So if you want to think in context of dictionary, we can say, okay, the key becomes my feature. I can say as, okay, this F1 becomes my key, and all the values or all the rows becomes my value. Similarly, F2 becomes my key, and all the values becomes my values. That's how actually you can think of in context of dictionary. Again, it's all up to you. But the layman definition is, it's all about a simple table which have rows and columns, or it's all about a simple matrices in mathematics, or a sequence of series for those of you who can relate that. That's quite simple. Fairly straightforward. So let's have a code walkthrough and let's understand all the things. So if I say that, okay, what is the type of this DF? Let me execute that. Look at this. What it's saying is, it is saying, okay, it belongs to a data frame, or it is an object of data frame class. It is object data frame class. It means this DF is exactly a data frame. Now, if I will call something known as a header on top of DF, now what this head does is, it says, it just return the first n rows. It means the by default value of n is 5. Look at this. The by default value of n is 5. Let me execute that. So what it does is, what this head function does is, it just returns the first 5 rows. The moment I say, okay, can I customize a value of n? Let's say 2. Let me execute that. These are the first 2 rows of a data frame. Imagine I have to access multiple features. Let's say this one and this one. So what I can say, okay, this is my DF. Here I have to use an indexing operator. And in this indexing operator, I can say this is my operator that I have to apply it on top of DF. And here we have to pass something else. Now what we have to pass is, we have to pass 2 features. So if I have to pass more than one feature, it's always good to use a list. Else you will end up getting some kind of error. I can say that this is my first feature, which is my name. The second feature is exactly my online order. The moment I execute this line of code, you will end up getting both these 2 features. So if I will say DF of the first feature is my name, the second feature is exactly my online underscore order. Let me execute that. These are the first, again, these are typically the 2 features which have all rows and 2 columns. Again, if you want to cross check, okay, to which data structure they belong to, it's always good to use a type function. So if I will execute it, look at this, it still belongs to data frame because we have two features. So that's all about the session. In the next session or in the upcoming session, we will try to understand some basic plots that we often need. So that's all about it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Keep learning, keep growing, keep practicing.